What's up guys, Bion here, another Raid Shadow Legends video today, another free-to-play Arbiter in 5 months. That's right, so we just got 2 players back to back who were able to achieve this. Once again, we're gonna dive into their account, look at what made this possible. But before we get to that, let me quickly talk about the upcoming fusion, which is going to be tomorrow. Okay, so it was announced, we were told also it was going to be from the Ogryn faction, a Force support champion. If you guys have not seen this already, these pictures surfaced not too long ago. I think Stu Gaming got them. Somebody farmed this from the game client. You're not really supposed to, but basically what we see is that this guy is going to poison his teammates, so our players, our champions, and then he's going to basically remove them, or I believe, you know, deal more damage based on this. Anyway, all allies under poison debuffs deal 7.5% more damage for each poison on them. Sorry. So interesting champion. I don't think this is going to be a game changer, but he definitely fits the profile of being an Ogryn champion, Force affinity. It's just too bad that, you know, we get these pictures before it's actually released. But anyway, get ready for that, because the fusion, like I said, is starting tomorrow. It's going to be a bunch or a series of events that are going to allow you to get this champion. So I'll release a guide specifically for this tomorrow with the calendar, with everything that you need to do. So stay tuned for that. Okay, but no, now let's talk about Difuka. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. Probably not, but anyway. Let's look at his story. He was kind enough to basically give me a breakdown of his 5 months, okay? So I'm not going to read this entirely, but you guys can go ahead and pause and do so. But basically, he started out with Gaelic, and then he pulled Kayle not too long after, so those were his first 2 level 60s. Then he got Astrolith and Harvest Jack as his 2 first legendaries, not really useful. Then he got Apothecary after 3 months. Also used Nazana to relatively good efficiency, and finally he pulled a Valkyrie and a Duchess, okay, and recently 2 Royal Guards. So that's right. So we'll look at that a little bit more in detail in a couple seconds, but he never pulled a Cold Heart, and this becomes a problem, especially for the Fire Knight. He did get an Armiger, which he used, and anyway, so he goes on about saying basically that the arena was really hard up until he got that Valkyrie and that Duchess, which then finally allowed him to keep going with the missions, because one of the biggest roadblocks for free-to-play players is the arena, the missions to get silver medals or gold medals or whatever, and until you pull some really strong champions, the good old builds just don't really work anymore. The High Katoon, War Maiden, Kayle strategy, or like the Spirit Host, War Maiden, Berserker Kayle like I was using, it just doesn't really seem to work as much anymore. That's unfortunate, but the game has progressed a lot since. Anyway, so I'll let you guys finish reading this, and let us know what you think in the comments below, okay? But now let's get going with the champions, which at first glance seem like it's a little bit less impressive than the previous account. Not saying what he's done is less impressive, but we have less of the big champions, big S-tier champions on this account. We do have a Valkyrie and a Duchess, right? So we know that was probably his bread and butter to complete a lot of the endgame content. He did say he managed to complete the Killian fusion, which he is using in his arena, so I'm eager to see that. He said he's relatively overall a good champion, even without the books, okay? Then we've got the Duchess. Did he max her out? Of course he did. She's such a good champion. Then here are her masteries, some decent gear overall. Then we've got the Valkyrie, of course, in a reflex set. Interesting. Okay, so I'm eager to see how that works. Skills also all done pretty much. And then here are the masteries, obviously being used against the clan boss. Next, Royal Guard. He did say he got that relatively not too long ago, right? I think he said he had a second one somewhere, right? Or did I misread that? Anyway, okay, we'll keep going. But yeah, so Royal Guard with some decent stats as well. Almost 100% crit rate. High crit damage, relatively high. Skills are done. Of course, it's a champion that is really worth it. Then we've got the masteries, which are done with the flawless execution. Sorry. Then we've got this Kayle in a lifesteal set, probably used against the clan boss, right? Masteries, Gaelic, the first guy he started with. I think he's the worst of the 4 starter champions, to be honest, but he was lucky enough to pull the Kayle. I did the same thing. I started with Elaine, ended up never getting her up to 60, okay? It's all about Kayle. I think Kayle with the poisons is miles apart of all the other starter champions. Anyway, here are the masteries, not completely done. The Apothecary, of course, such a game changer on any account. It's probably the first champion you really look forward to getting, basically, right? Because he's kind of like a healer at the same time, speed increase, so a really strong champion, full speed ahead. Of course, all the skills are done on this guy. Here are the masteries with Giant Slayer, really good against the clan boss early on as well. Another top tier CC champion, the same one as the previous account, Molly Tankard. But again, I don't think this guy was there when she was a fusion, right? 5 months ago? No, that can't be right. That was like this December, November, and she was there way before. I think so. Anyway, I missed her. I really would have liked to have Molly Tankard with a frost set. That's pretty smart. Skills are not done, but that's alright. She's still really efficient without, because it doesn't increase her chance to provoke, simply the cooldown. And in an arena or nuke build or whatever, that's typically all you want. You just want at least the opening move to land. Masteries are not done, not needed probably for the arena. Lightsworn. This is the guy that I'm using as well against the clan boss for the decrease attack, because it's 100% chance, minus perhaps the 5% that it's always has a chance to be resisted, basically. But decent overall decrease attack. It's just not on the A1. A triple hit, so really good against the Fire Knight as well. Okay, so skills are not done here. Masteries are not done. Then we've got a Sepulchre Sentinel. What an amazing champion. I think he fused her, he said. He didn't do the Rhodos fusion, which maybe you regret in the end, but Sepulchre is such a strong champion as well. I really wish I would have her. Right now, I'm not really using my Rhodos, and I would definitely be using a Sepulchre, but I know Rhodos I'll use again down the road. I just need to work on his gear. Anyway, skills are done, right? All of them. Yes, mastery is not completely done. The ultimate Gaelic, which he told me he had to use for the spider, okay? The AoE burn method is still very viable, so he probably got this champion free with the Amazon program, right? A Reliquary Tender, very good. Nice, he has her at level 50, and I wonder if he used her for the level 20 dungeons. We'll see in a little bit. But really good champion, sorry, overall. Skills are done as well. Masteries, here they are. A Soulbound Boyar, don't sleep on this champion. Also very good. Can be used against the spider because of this skill right here. 75% chance, 100 once fully booked to deplete the target's turn meter. Really good, okay? In the absence of a Cold Heart, or even with a Cold Heart, definitely work on this champion. I currently don't have one, but I would definitely build one up. Then we've got the rest of the skills almost completely done. Some of the masteries are done as well. Here's the Harvest Jack. He did get a Mortu Macabre. This guy can be very interesting as well. Astrolith, which we saw as well. Lanicus the Chosen, a really good champion. I assume he's going to work on her. Perhaps. We'll see. Then a Canderphone, another fusion, Skull Lord Vorgal. He's got the Bellower, so that's cool. In a stun set. That is what you want, sorry. And let's look quickly at the Vault. Nazana, he said he used her to complete some of the content. So we'll see in a little bit. Haikatoon was useful for a certain amount of time until you get a better speed champion like Duchess. And then overall, that seems to be it. The rest seems to be just stuff ready for fusions, right? Okay, so now let's jump into the dungeons. We are going to start with the Ice Golem. What did he use to do that? 5 minutes and 2 seconds, up from 26 minutes and 10 seconds, okay? Same thing happened to me. My stage 19 was really hard. It was well over 20 minutes. And eventually, even my stage 20, I think, was around 20 minutes when I completed my first auto missions, okay? Oh, I can't look at the teams unless we're so short. Man, I'm in the midst of it. I'm totally going to burn 40 gems for you, buddy. I'm so sorry, but I want to be able to showcase everything, okay? I hope you don't mind too much, and then we're going to have to burn this energy really quickly, so we got to power through this. Okay, Duchess, yes, and then Kayle, Apothecary, Royal Guard, interesting, as well as decrease attack. That's what he was saying, I think, in his stories, that basically this was very important for him to be able to survive the Ice Golem, okay? So the decrease attack is an important debuff to bring for the Ice Golem, but good overall strategy to be able to complete it. You don't typically see this, but very nice. Okay, next one, Dragon. What do we got? 3 minutes and 6 seconds. That's not too bad as well. We've got the War Maiden decrease defense, AoE nuker, that's right, Kayle Apothecary, Duchess for added survivability, and the res. Very good, okay? Very nice. great way to reuse your champion. Sorry, we just did that one. Let's do the spider. Pretty fast. Look at this. It was a minute something, and we've got the Armiger, we've got the AoE burn, we've got the Duchess, Apothecary for speed, heals, AoE nuker. Very nice. So I think we're going to try this right at the end as we finish this off. Fire Knight. What did we use for the Fire Knight? Again, Armiger, yep, there he is again. We've got the Apothecary, of course, counterattack, that works really well. Then we've got the Duchess and the Royal Guard. We just don't have the heal reduction right now, do we? Did you put it on a champion in a set somewhere? I'm not sure. Okay, but so this might be like hard, perhaps in the sense that his success rate was relatively low, right? Okay. So very nice teams overall. You can see once again he's reusing his champions across the board. Now let's look at the clan boss really quick. What kind of hits is he getting? We are on the Nightmare clan boss. 13 million, that's alright, it's a beginning, but he's got the right champions, right? He's got the Duchess, which is good for now, but he's got the counterattack, the best in the game. Then he's got the Sepulchre Sentinel. And I suppose once he gets to Rosin, this is going to look a lot better, okay? Because he's got the counterattack, eventually he's going to be able to drop the Apothecary as well. Maybe work on a Frozen Banshee. I forget the rest of his roster, but I'm pretty sure he can eventually improve this quite a lot in a short amount of time, all right? So now let's look at the arena. What is he running? Defense team. Of course, Duchess. He did say he was using the Killian for the CC champion. Once again, our speed, our CC, then we've got counterattack, really strong, probably working very well with the Killian, and Apothecary for added speed. So a speedy team, so we're going to try a run from this. Hopefully I don't get a loss, but I think he did say it in his story, right? You're typically going to want to look for the easy battles. Everybody does it, right? Especially when you're trying to complete the missions. This is what you have to do. I still do it today. As long as they don't fix this, people are going to keep doing it, okay? So I would love for this to change, to be honest. But okay, let's see. What kind of battle can we take on here? Let's give this one a shot. Okay, player power is relatively low, so we might be running into troubles for this. I guess it depends whoever's going to go first. Let's try it. We'll see what happens. I hope this doesn't end up being a loss for you, but we'll see. Okay. We're going to buff with the Duchess. Okay, decent hit. Then do we want the stun or do we want the block cooldown skills? Which is overall better because this has a chance to be applied to all the other enemies for one turn. Okay, so what could make this go really bad for us? Let's try to put it on the Kayle so we don't take too much damage. Okay, so it didn't get applied to the other guys. That's alright. Then we're going to attack everybody, boom, put the counterattack, and then let that counterattack go to work. Nice, very nice. Okay, then do we need a heal right now? No, we don't, so we're just going to hit them with the A1. Once again, the counterattack is going in. Man, Valkyrie is such a good champion. I really wish I would have her. Do we need to put the Veil, continuous heal? No, we don't, right? Because nobody's down, so let's not use it. Let's instead start hitting this guy right here. Big hit. Boom. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Okay, then we're going to get this Killian. Oh, this guy hits hard, man. Never really built mine, but which one do we want to take out? I guess we're going to take that guy out. Boom. 31,000, that's not too bad at all. Then let's take this guy out, and that's pretty much done. All right, so we did outspeed the other team, which is why I think we were able to win this one. But I tried one right before this one, guys, and I literally failed this team right here, okay? The Rey was just really hard, hits really hard, sorry, and she removes the buffs. I thought we could outspeed them, but we did not, all right? But there you go, you saw how that team works. Now let's go look at the faction wars, and then we're going to look at the Great Hall, and we're going to finish off with a run. So 331 stars, impressive, a lot more than the previous guys. So Doing good, buddy. Keep going. Keep pushing for these. There's some overall great rewards, but towards the end, unfortunately. But with a 5-month-old account, you're on the right track. That's for sure. Okay, great haul. What did you do in here? Once again, we see that this is a young account, only level 74. The other one was 77, I think. Also focus on the accuracy for the magic, which is what you want to do in the beginning because your Kale with the poisons, really good overall. Defense as well, really important. Accuracy across the board for everyone. So once again, you have a good knowledge. You know what you need to do in order to maximize the efficiency of your champions. Okay, so let's finish this off with the run. Sorry, not here, but in here of the spider. We want to see this in action. This is a really good time for a team like this, right? Well, we know the Ultimate Gaelic will do most of the work, and we know the Armiger is needed for the turn meter reduction. Okay, so let's look at this in action. Here we go. All right, let's hope this works. We're going to get our increased attack up from the Duchess, which is what we need if we want the Ultimate Gaelic to be able to land the Burning Rage. There we go. Did we get it on everybody? -1 spider right here. It's not the end of the world. Hopefully it's enough. There we go. They are taking damage, which is dealing damage to the spider. Really good. I'm actually still using my Ultimate Gaelic, my original redesigned build after I completed my missions. Oh, now our Armiger is taking some damage. Can we get a big heal? Oh, big heal. And he's still being targeted, so we need... That's because the Perfect Veil fell off. Okay, so we lost that, but now we're going to lose our Ultimate Gaelic as well. Revive right there with the Veil. We're safe for a little bit. Now the Queen is going to take a turn in a second, and there's a lot of spiders up right now. Can we get a turn meter reduction? No, we did not. Or we did a little bit, right? But we didn't really see the bar move. We're so close. Can we get the Burning Rage? Boom. She did not even take a turn yet. This is really nice. Okay, there's that turn. Everybody's still up. We had the block buff, so that's good. Now we need a Burning Rage. Is that what we're going to get right here? Yep. We got it on a couple of them. Is it enough? Big hit. Relatively big hit from the Armiger. Nice. I like this. It's so close to being able to work or not work, and that's the beauty of the journey of getting to Arbiter. Trying to make the best we can with what we have. Okay, we're losing our Armiger, but that's alright. We need one more big hit from this Royal Guard, or enough of these HP burns to hit. We've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, 4 more to go. 1 on the Queen. We lost the Duchess. Come on, Royal Guard, do your thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we need one. There it is. Nice. Okay, it works. So I'll tell you guys right now, I tried 3 runs before this works, okay? So this is a perfect example. It's not always perfect. Maybe I got unlucky with the first 2 ones, but anyway, you saw it. So guys, that's going to be it. Another free-to-play player who achieved Arbiter in less than 6 months. 5 months, so it is definitely doable. Okay guys, yes, you need some top tier champions to get it done, but he also used some of the more commonly available champions, right? The Ultimate Gaelic, the Armiger is there. We also see he used the Outlaw Monk as he got to doing his first clan boss build. So guys, it is doable. Just keep trying. Definitely look on YouTube. There's a bunch of guides out there on these champions. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I will catch you guys later.